Hey everybody, and welcome to the remains of Obscurities in Literature. It is time for our weekly painting progress, but unfortunately, all models did not make said progress. Unfortunately, Elemental Hero Flame Wingman that came to us courtesy of Erkman's Minis has unfortunately met his untimely demise, shattering into multiple pieces, and some of which I could not find. So you can see there are some shattered wing pieces here. Yeah. When I realized today, after sitting there and I'd been fussing and fuming with this model for quite some time, that I'd forgotten his tail is actually supposed to be red. And I forgot one of the little symbols there on the flame parts of his head. I was all set to go back and fix him up, and then I accidentally thought I set him down carefully, and it was not as careful as I thought, and he dramatically shattered. Now, is it fixable? Absolutely. Am I going to try to go back and actually redo him? I'm thinking the latter. I mean, mostly because you can see here, I mean, yeah, I could paint those parts over where the feathers and the wings actually clipped off, but I feel like I didn't do the best job of removing him from the supports as it was, and I ruined most of the dragon head's teeth. So I am hoping that I'm going to go back and actually redo him better. But the fact that I've spent, I don't know how many weeks with him on my table, referencing various paint schemes and color designs, for whatever reason, the internet is not in agreement on how Elemental Hero Flame Wingman should look. So in the end, I decided to use the SH Monster Arts figure that Bandai put out, as well as the Funko Pop of said Elemental Hero, and we were kind of going from there. So I'm hopeful that in the unforeseen future, we will see the return of Elemental Flame Hero Wingman. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. Did I say that right? I don't even know now. Anyway, if you want to find him, you know where to look at the end of the video. Check out those comments, description box, all that jazz. Anyways, let's see some things that actually did survive my rather potato-fingered grasps. Continuing with the random colored War Games Atlantic Foot Knights. This week we have the White Knight because, well, it's the internet, and you need some White Knights to root for you, right? I should put something on the shield, and I was thinking like a thumbs up, but then I thought that'd be kind of cheesy, and like with all the other various knights that I've got at this point, it would look just kind of out of place with something so modern. But man, do I ever have such a rainbow of these figures, and I keep hoarding them around me for some strange reason, just so I can have like a rainbow effect of lordly foot knights waiting to go. I feel like there's more, but that's enough for the moment. If you haven't had a chance to check out this kit, absolutely a very fun kit. I am still looking forward to getting the Victrix ones once those are out, because I don't think they are yet, last I checked, which has been a while admittedly, but I'm still pretty sure they're not. I haven't seen anything from them on social media yet, so I will keep my eyes peeled regardless. So that was another one of them. Alright, what is this figure that doesn't want to get in focus? Well, it's kind of hard to discern all the details on her. This was... wow, we're really not in focus today. That's odd. This was a female... what, Adeptus Arbites? Arbites doesn't sound as important as... what was the step up from the Arbites? The Enforcers? Maybe it was the other way around. Anyway, it's one of those type of figures from across the realms who typically do a lot of kind of cheesecakey type figures of various female fighters, for the most part. But they did a full squad of these type of... I don't know. I want to say law enforcement agents of the Imperium, for lack of a better term, but this is the grenade launcher one. And I really liked her. And even though I've got boxes of Enforcers, and I'm pretty sure I had that Kill Team Breaching Squad, I want to say it's Arbites, I have yet to film, build, or finish any of those. So she got done first, and I've got actually most of the rest of her squad printed and ready to go. Whether they get finished anytime soon is another story completely. I don't know why everything looks so washed out today. That is super weird. I have not adjusted the camera's angles, settings, or anything like that. Just so you're aware, the tin can, oil can, I don't know if it's tin, on the base there is actually attached to her foot. So if you wanted to get rid of that, that's going to be a little bit of a cleanup job in terms of either, chopping it off or playing with Blender and putting something else under there. The next figure has been a mess for me. In fact, I feel like I can say that about everybody this week, just not so much because my painting is sloppy, but also because I didn't know what to do with them. This figure was some kind of a cultist, I believe, from Flesh of Gods miniatures. I'm always a sucker for asymmetrical bodies. Got 3 arms. He's got like this nebulous cloud of smoke with faces that are starting to come out in it. I played with various shades of trying to give him a wash, and I wasn't happy with any of them, so I just kind of left him blank. And I'm not sure where I want to go with that. I thought the blue wash would look good on trying to bring out some of the details on the musculature and his muscles there, but it didn't look right. And it really kind of sucked up all that weird kind of, I don't know what color that is. How do you describe his skin tone there? It's like an off neon white-ish blue? I don't even know. He was just a weird figure. I did actually paint his feet, too. Can you even see his feet underneath there? Nope, you can't. They are painted. You can see one of his feet there. I did paint everything prior to gluing him on the base. Why he's got all of the ribbons, seals, whatever. You got me. I figure I'm just going to go at it with a Gundam pen. I didn't feel like trying to play with the brush. Problem is my Gundam pen is at work, where I have been building a Tornado Gundam, which was one of the very, very few SD Gundam models that I have never built. Every time I came across it was at the worst possible time, and then it was gone. So, finally getting to live out that dream there. Okay, next up is quite the busy model. This is one of the recent Chaos Heroes from Raging Heroes. Specifically from their sci-fi line. Now, at first, I thought it was just a quick rehash of their fantasy Chaos Lord, but there actually are quite a few differences, of which I was pleasantly surprised. For starters, while they do have similar capes, you can see here that the fantasy version is quite a bit larger, actually. Their helmets are a bit different. Their capes, actually, the way that they are bending dramatically in the wind, are quite significantly different. Angles of the arms are completely different. The swords, however, well, we'll talk about the swords in a sec. I was quite dismayed, though, with the sci-fi one, because I really liked the paint scheme that Raging Heroes gave it on their website, even though it was a CG render. It looked nice, using mostly metallics and various shades of dark grays and blacks. But I wanted something simple and easy, and that's what I got. I don't think I did the best job of printing it, which is a totally different story, but it gets the job done. I mean, if I can at least get it up close and it doesn't look too hideous, you can see that most of the details are where they should be. I don't know what's up with the camera today. Now, speaking of the sword, like I said, you can see it is getting repurposed for... Oh, shoot. What was this character's name? Not Typhus. It was the dude who was supposed to be like the renegade from the Dark Angels with the dual pistols and the sword. And I don't remember now, and they redid him in plastic at one point. And I have it somewhere now that I think about it. I've already painted him, and I painted a Wargames exclusive adaptation of a female version. This is a female version as well. I went kind of wild with the gold on the armor, and I don't know what's up with the dramatic scraps there. Maybe it's a scarf or something? I don't know. I'm like, but it's painted. It may be simple. I can't think of the name at the moment. I'm sure somebody will pop in and let me know in the comments. Or as soon as I sit down and actually start uploading this, I'll probably remember myself. But you know what? Even if it's a simple paint job, I give it a quick wash. And, you know, from far away, I think it'll do the job all right. And as I've mentioned a couple times before, I've really gotten a lot of kids about the right age that are getting interested in some of this stuff. And I am working with the school to hopefully get something where they can actually play and, you know, maybe do some painting as well of appropriate figures for a school environment. So it might be a little bit more historical, or it might be a little bit more of like, you know, the Reaper Whiz Kid type figure. But hey, we all got to start somewhere, right? So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I can show off some of those paint jobs in the near future once I get that rolling. I would love to show that. But not bad for a very, very busy week. So I have parent conferences this week. I've got a lot going on. My wife's got really serious family stuff that we are working to deal with. She's okay, but we'll take care of that. So there might not be as many updates over the next 2 weeks, just as I help her to get things prepped and planned so she can help take care of things for herself with her immediate family. And hopefully we will get all that dealt with. And hopefully everybody out there is staying safe. And hopefully everybody is busy painting. And hopefully everybody is doing a much better job than me and not breaking all their models in the process. So if you want to try your luck at any of these yourselves, as always, we have those links down below. You're welcome to check them out. And hopefully we will be back with more interesting stuff in One Piece in the near future. So with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.